Sanavatu Sanovnatu Saviryam Karavavai Jasyanavaditamastu Avidushavai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Okay, just read of these verses, please, okay? Verse number 3 onwards, please. Najatu vishaya kepi swaramam harshayantyami sallaki pallava pritam ivevam nimba pallavaham yastu bhogeshu bhukteshu nabhavat adivasita abhukteshu nirakankshi tadruso bhavadurlava bhuvukshurya sansare mumukshurapi drishyate bhogamoksha nirakankshi viralohi mahashaya bhuvukshurya sansare mumukshurapi drishyate bhogamoksha nirakankshi viralohi mahashaya. I hope you remember that little verse. I think, as I told you that day, to underline that, Nagata na kadachit asmin jagati tattvajnahanta khidyati. This is an amazing line. Tattvajna, those who, that person are those who know the reality of themselves. The taste of that wisdom is asmin jagati, in this living universe, when you are existing, as long as you are alive. The taste is na khidyati. At no time the person feels disappointed, dejected, depressed, unhappy, uncomfortable. But at every moment the person is, what I told you other day, is like unintoxicated ecstasy. There can be many people uninduced ecstasy. There can be somebody who can take drugs and get into an induced state of ecstasy. Somebody can take an alcohol. Somebody can eat well, or talk to a boy or a girl you like, see something beautiful. When you do come across these type of situations in life, everybody goes ecstatic. And to ask somebody not to feel ecstatic about it, perhaps somebody can take it. Listen carefully. It's very easy when you are, for most people, it will come today, we shall see that very elaborately. It is very easy for somebody when everything is going nice and not to feel disturbed. But when everything is completely opposite to your expectations, that time to be balanced and stay totally centered in yourself, that is the taste of your wisdom. Just like the taste of the strength, how much muscular strength you have. Very recently, a 19-year-old boy, almost, not 19, no, some teen only, teenage boy, has made the world record of reaching the South Pole. 17, 18-year-old boy. Okay. Then you come across people, girls, boys, men, women, those who climb the peaks of the Everest, that is the taste of endurance. Endurance taste is not, and flat road I could walk 5 kilometers. That's fine. Because there are some people, they can't do that much also. On 5, you walk down a 5 kilometer stretch on a flat road and you say, wow, I am somebody really great. That's fine, that also, because you could be just sitting down with no movement at all. But the greater the height you cross, the stronger you are. Accepting happy moments, situations which are very, very conducive, is normal, where you can live with it. Somebody is alive, I accept it, but when somebody is dead, understand? With something, you are ecstatic, but without something, if you are lonely, you don't understand the reality. That is why, please understand, here it is so fantastic. A person who is appreciating, who is reveling in himself, there is not something other than him. If there is something other than you, you shall feel lonely. That is why to say, to be with the God, to be with the truth, to be with the something. If being with something, you feel ecstatic, being with something or somebody, you feel powerful, being with something or somebody, you feel relieved. In the absence of that something, you shall be devastated. That is why, if your faith of God is challenged, you are destroyed. Suppose you find a tremendous security in a faith. You find a security in the faith. There are many people, millions of people who are living, they'll find tremendous security in faith. There are also a lot of people who find tremendous faith in atheism. There is no faith. I don't believe in God. Somebody believes in a God, somebody doesn't believe in a God. Somebody believes in a, maybe his mother or the father, somebody doesn't believe in a father or the mother. Just think anything. By believing in something, if you find security, if somebody challenges your belief, you shall be devastated. And a disbelief, as I have told you many times, a disbelief also is a sense of belief. I don't believe in God, so you believe in a disbelief of God. So disbelief also is a belief system. Understand? As much the believer's belief is challenged, and therefore the person feels challenged, when the non-believer's belief called a disbelief is challenged, that person also will feel challenged. That is why in the whole teaching of this Upanishadic tradition, in our tradition, is so beautiful. When you come to the teacher, when you come to the scripture, they do not give you another identity, but help you to understand who you are. Understand that point. What you have, please, what you have is something different from who you are. There is a difference between I am a dog, I have a dog. Any difference? I am a car, I have a car. You can ride in my car, you can ride on me. Is it so possible? I am a car, I have a car. There is a difference. I am rich, I have riches. I am PhD, I have a degree. I am the body, I have a body. I am PhD, I have a PhD, a degree. A tremendous difference. When you have something, listen carefully, it's so beautiful. To have something, you must be. To have, to say I have, first I must be I am. In I have, I am is included. But to be, you don't have to have something. Do you understand that point? It's a very fundamental. To have a name, this flower must be. But for the existence of the flower, a name is not required. One little thing you please appreciate. To have a name, the thing must be. But the thing to be, no name is required. That applies to you too. For you to be in this universe, a name is not needed. If a name is given, means you are already existing. So the principle is to have a name, you must be. So if you are having something, please understand that I am repeating it because this is the simplest, but it can beat you. Because the conditioning is so strong, what all I have, I take myself to I am. So I do not understand the difference between I am and I have. How many people, they may say, "Anaku odambu sare ille, mera tabiyat theek nahi hai, my body is not well, my stomach is upset," but the feeling is, I am upset, I am not well. My mind is so crazy. What you say, my mind is crazy. But in reality, you are crazy. You behave as though you are crazy. Understand? As they say, you don't walk the talk. You don't live what you speak. Why? Because the speech is, my body is old. Now, my body is now growing old. Yes, you say, my body is growing old, but your feeling is, I am old. You are not old. You have a body which is aging. You had a body, think sir, think. You had a body which was young, right or wrong? So the body has a past, but you don't have a past. Your body was young, that means what? In this body, 30, 40, 50, 60 years have gone. This body was baby, kuti, small, chota wala, small one, baby. That time I was there. Became young, 10-year, 15-year-old, I am there. 30, I am there. 50, I am there. 70, I am there. 90, I am there. 100, I am there. But body has grown. Body has grown. What you have goes through changes, but who you are never changes. That is why the test of this wisdom is na khidyati. Oh, that verse, is fallen in love with that verse now. I really fall in love with that verse. Na kadachi jagati asmin tattvagya hanta khidyati. One who knows the truth of himself, the test of that wisdom is, there is no moment of despair, no moment of despondency, no moment of sorrow or suffering. It's an absolute ecstasy every moment. And ecstasy, don't picturize as showing all the 32 teeth and hey. Ecstasy is not a physical condition. Understand? You can be absolutely at rest with yourself. Body can be very calm. And it can also be, you can express it in total excitement, laughing, joking, talking, or sitting down. Listen carefully, like a car is at high speed. The car is parked. The speed is potential in the parked car. Because the car is not moving, therefore don't say there is no speed. The speed is there, but it is potential. Because you are not smiling, happily talking, going around, jumping and discussing people, taking responsibility, does not mean you are dead. Everything is potential. You are always with yourself. Happy with yourself, ecstatic with yourself, in love with yourself. But mind is quiet, body is quiet. Creation is beautiful. Now you are very happy with yourself, now your body is on the move. You are engaging your sense organs, in sense perception. You are engaging your thoughts. Listen carefully. So to be with yourself, you don't have to be with anything or anybody. Are you getting that point, please? This is something fantastic. To be with yourself, you don't have to be with anything or anybody, including your own body. So please, your physical body is such a beautiful, innocent instrument, so beautiful. That is why there is a verse, you know, which one? Mahadeva, Bhartrihari writes, it comes in that Vairagya Satakam, Niti Satakam, that Satakam, 100 verses. You know, amazing verses, 300 verses he writes on Vairagya in dispassion, 100 verses on Niti Satakam, how to move about in this universe, in this world, and Sringara Satakam, how to enjoy living in this world. In one of those verses, the last, I think Vairagya Satakam, the last verse is writes that the physical body is coming to an end. One day the body has to go, right or wrong? One day the body has to go. The fellow who has never used the body, suppose he says, I wish I don't want to die now, another 10 years, for what? See, I gave you a cycle. You never use it to go in 1 kilometer. Then you say, let the cycle be there with me for another 10 years. For what? Pickling. Cycle pickle nobody can eat either. Okay? Physical body. You use your body. You use your mind. Listen carefully. You use your body, you use your mind. Understand yourself who you are. And then when you see this reality, who you are is ageless, deathless, bodiless awareness. That's my nature. Then what happens? You also recognize the nature of the body. One day it shall go. Why? Shadvikaravat sthula sariram. This physical body has 6 modifications. Jayate, it is born. Asti, after birth it must be existing. Or they say asti jayate. Asti, it is in a potential state in papa and mummy, in egg and sperm. Very potential. You don't know. All of us were there like that. No. Then one day the egg and the sperm come together. The little zygote, you. Still not you, it's just a little zygote. Then, with a total, like a fastest speed it grows. In 8 months, imagine, in 8 months, you understand a zygote? Zygote means a sperm is invisible. Egg almost invisible except on the microscope. That 2 little things, they come together, they form a zygote, which is 1/1,000,000th part of a pinhead. That is the size. A pinhead, you understand? Pinhead. 1/1,000,000th part of it. Try to break it. You can't even make it 2/1,000,000th. 1/1,000,000th part of a pinhead. That is a zygote. In 8 months' time, that little nonsense, that little, whatever little thing, call it affection, little choo-choo thing or little stupid thing, whatever you say it, the little something becomes, whoa, 7 to 8, 5 to 6 kilos, living in the mother's womb in the water, whoa. So what type of speed it is picking up for growth? Fastest speed. Then it is born, then growing. In 10 years' time, 15 years, 20 years' time, until the 19th year you grow, 19th, 20th you grow. From that little something, 6 feet, 7 feet, 4 feet, 5 feet, to 400 kilo, 200 kilo, 50 kilo, you're massive. The fellow grows up. Asti, and then Jayate was born. This little thing born. Then Vardhate, it starts growing. Because the electricity went off. This one. Yeah. Very good. Yeah. Now when you switched off the fan, did you create the silence? The sound stopped. Silence existing. Your noise stops. Yourself already existing. It's instantaneous. For silence, what should you switch off? Or what should you switch on? There is a switch on for this, you switch off, the sound will stop. Switch on, the sound will be, it will be transmitted, whatever, it will be amplified. For silence, there is no amplification. Always there. So physical body, think friends, jayate, it's born, growing, vardhate, grows. 7, 8-year-old, then puberty sets in, physical body changes. Now you are a young boy, young girl with changes in the body, viparinamate, metamorphosis, puberty sets in. Then apakshya, jayate, asti, jayate, vardhate, viparinamate, then after that apakshiyate, you grow until you are 18, 19, then apakshiyate, body starts decaying. It no more grows. What you call, not that only after 19 they start decaying. Until 19, the decaying is growing. After 19, decaying is decaying. Understand? Every moment it is changing, but for some time the change is growth. After some time the change is death. So when you are celebrating, I'm 16, I'm 17, I'm 19, whoa, right, 90, very near. One day you'll be out. When? Any moment. Hey, there is no guarantee that because you are 19, therefore you shall live after 70. Can you guarantee? Vinashyati, listen carefully. Apakshiyate, it starts decaying, then apakshiyate, the physical body shall pass. Therefore, you don't grieve for the death of the body. Because you are there as a child, when the body was a child, you are there. I was young, I was a child, I was young, I am now adult, now I am old. The body was young, body was child, body was adult, body old, passes. As even the I has remained the same. This consciousness, the childhood, are you getting that? Who you are is not this body, not this thought, the consciousness that you are. The consciousness, there is no childhood consciousness, old age consciousness, youthful consciousness, no. Who you are remain ever the same. Since you have survived the childhood, the youth, the adult days, you shall also survive the old age of the body. Body is alive, you are. Body is dead, you are. That is why when Bhartrihari celebrates this, when this moment of death arrives, think, when the moment of death arrives, and it is the most inevitable moment, you must learn how to greet the death. Because that is the inevitable moment. You can be, whether you are going to be PhD or DHP, it doesn't matter. Whether you are going to be employed, unemployed, rich or poor, what you shall be, nobody shall know. Whether it will be PhD, doctorate in philosophy, or passed high school with difficulty, same PhD, okay? Nobody knows. Listen carefully. Nobody knows. But you can be, it can be very well predicted, this one die. When a child is born, you cannot predict what he is going to be. Whether he is going to be a noble laureate or a criminal. Going to be a wonderful fellow or a rascal. Going to be a healthy one or unhealthy one. You cannot predict. But you can safely predict, you will die. Remember that example I was giving, that those days Amma will remember. I was been to a hospital. There is a hospital I had gone in Stanley. Those days there was a Stanley doctor was coming to a class. So he one day took me because there was a exhibition. So there is one place, there is a see your future thing. See your future. And you have to put one 10 paisa coin into that. Look, when you put that, then look, something opens up. Then you look at it. So I was going with him, say, Swamiji, want to see your future? I go, why not? So he put that 10 paisa coin. I looked at it. You know what? Skull. There is a human skull. That is everybody's future. It doesn't matter a scientist or a rascal. You are a farmer or a agriculture minister. It doesn't matter a king or a commoner. A skull you will be. Inevitable. So he knew how do you face it. Beautifully he says. This physical body which is made out of 5 elements. That is why, please, this language is what? Celebration of life. Tattvajnana khidyati. If you are a person, you are aware of yourself, if you know the reality of who you are and the nature of the body, nature of the mind, nature of the sense organs, nature of the universe, you shall never ever be deceived in life. When do you feel deceived? When you think, this, if I only have this chocolate, I'll be very happy. You eat the chocolate, you get stomach upset, disappointed. If only I can get a job, I shall be fantastic. You got a job, nothing happened, disappointed. If only I can get a boy and a girl to love, wow, it will be so fantastic. You fail in love and fail. You understand? That's a very peculiar sentence in English, no? Falling in love. You never rise, you fall. Okay? So you fall in love and you fail. Finished? Disappointed. If I get married, ooh, such a trouble, you can't even wait until you divorce. Disappointed. If only can go around the world. You go around the world, somebody steals your passport, somebody takes your things, visa trouble, they say, never again, I'll stay in the 4 walls of the house. Disappointed. Understand? I shall live with this body. Oh, there shall be nothing called a death. I shall be alive forever. This body shall never die. You remember that little something in Pondicherry when one day I went to Pondicherry, there is a smasana, a cremation ground. It has written in Tamil something on the gate of the cremation ground. There is a gate on the cremation ground. And it is written there, Inri Nan Naleni. The dead man who is being carried, he is supposed to speak to the carriers. The people who are carrying him, he is supposed to tell them, Inri Nan, today me, Naleni, tomorrow you. But the fellows who are carrying, what do they say? He died, I am not dying. Have you seen anybody feels that he is going to die? Go to the hospital, terminal cancer patient, talk to them. What the fellow shall say? I have a hope, Swami. I met so many people I meet. I have a hope, Swami. I don't think I shall ever die. I shall survive this disease. What speaks within him? The truth, the reality that he is. Unconsciously he is in touch with the immortality. That is his nature. He doesn't know that. You are always unconsciously in touch with yourself. Therefore you can't believe aging. Nobody accepts old age because you are immortal. Ageless, deathless. You cannot accept death because you are deathless. You cannot accept unhappiness because you are the happiness. There is always a silver lining. Why? Because you burst out of these clouds of sorrow. Consciousness is always existing. Therefore, however much problem, pressure, build-ups, disappointments, deceptions can happen around you, still you survive. And that is why this knowledge, never gets affected. Why? Because this physical body, you don't have any other expectations that you know one day it will go. And therefore you make best use of this body, make best use of this mind. And what is it that Bhartrihari writes? He says, oh body, please see how beautiful it is. He says, oh body, telling his body, you are usually in the deathbed, what people say? Think, usually on the deathbed, what people will say? Bring my son. Where is my daughter? Where is my grandson? Bring me this, bring me that. I want to see him, I know. All these things people will say. There is no such stuff. Because once you have seen yourself, you don't need to see anybody in life. If they are there, fine. By chance they are not there, what to do? You have seen yourself. Now you have got a body. And see how fantastic. He gives a thanks to his body. Nandri, thank you, he tells. And this physical body made out of the 5 elements, space, air, fire, water, earth. It disintegrates. The moment the body passes, the breeze, the air goes to air. Little ounce of air you are breathing, that goes to the total air. No more you are breathing, it's available for somebody. The heat from the body goes away. Body becomes cold, the heat goes to the heat, fire goes to fire. The water content of the body, if you allow the body to stay on, it will start bloating up because of the water content. You put it in the furnace, total dehydration, little bit of ashes. So water goes to water, little ashes left out. When little ash is left out, when you are alive, you are occupying 5 feet, 6 feet space. Now your body burnt, dehydration, completely dehydrated. One on full of ashes, that much is you are occupying 1 foot space. Sprinkle it, space goes to space, earth to earth, fire to fire, water to water, air to air. Therefore he says, O Mata Medini, O Mother Earth, thank you for sharing your little earth with this body, because of which this body was alive. I lived with this body. Now I am going to pass. This body is no more needed. Please take back the little earth you had given. Oh brother, fire, you had been so kind. You had borrowed a little, you had lent a little fire for this body. Now this body is going to go. Thank you for giving it such a long time. Take it back. Oh space, you provided that. Please take. Oh water, you helped me to sustain this body. Please take it back. No more needed. What a farewell. Think, friends, tears come to my eyes. I feel so fantastic thing. You live with a man or woman for 2 days, for 2 hours. Few hours or few days. How do you feel when you separate? Oh, don't go. Have you ever felt about your own body? Who is your longest companion? Please feel the body which you neglect. It is overeating, doing these things, the body is now fat and sick and there is sugar and the fire. Keep it in healthy condition. Who is the one with whom you live the longest? Because of your body, you can live with another body. Think. Your lover is more important. Your beloved is more important. Your father, your mother, your husband, your wife, or thousands and millions of people. Without your body, you cannot associate with any other body. Without your body being there, you cannot interact with other bodies. But you neglect your body. Have you ever been grateful? Think, friends. How many people are grateful to others? Forget that gratitude just doesn't exist in the world anymore. I'm grateful to you as long as you satisfy my needs. The day my interests are harmed, you are dead. My gratitude goes through the wind. You lived with me for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. You live with somebody for 15, 20, 30 years. One day he or she does something or says something. Finished. The 30 years of life is counteracted in 30 seconds. Think, friends, think. Your physical body, how sweet. 24 hours companionship. In summer, winter, rain, spring, day and night, dawn and dusk, childhood, youth, old age. Wow, what a companionship with your body. Think, friends. Now he's going to go. Instead of having that companionship, what you are worried? I am dying. You are not. You are deathless. Your companion is dropping out. You understand? Have little gratitude. Your longest companion, your physical body, not even your thought. Are you getting that point, please? Your thoughts are not your longest companion. Your thoughts are very fragile. Until few years of you into your life, you didn't have any thought. As a child, how many thoughts you had? And the same thought, how long it has lasted? Think how many... The thoughts, how long they last? Forgotten. The best moments are memories. The worst moments, memories. Again, Bhartrihari says so nicely, Saramya Nagari Param Sandrupati Sa Chandra Bimbanana. That great cities, the megalopolis, the huge, luxurious, rich, opulent cities, mansions and all that. Param Sandrupati, the great king, Sa Chandra Bimbanana, surrounded by beautiful females and males. And there are guards standing there with drawn sword, powerful people. That land which was such a symbol of prosperity, Smriti Pathamagat, by the force of time, has gone into the dust, into the path of the memories, lost in the memories. Everything gets lost. How long you can live with a thought has gone. The longest time you live is with your physical body. Understand, body is a companion, self is not. God is not. God is not your companion, God is in yourself. Self is not your companion, that's what you are. You understand? You are not living with consciousness, you are consciousness. Oof. You are not living with God. The truth, macrocosmic, not one name with one form, the name for all forms, Ishvara. He alone is. The wave is not living with ocean. You understand that point? The wave is not living with the ocean, nor it lives with water. Water is wave, ocean is wave. It lives with another wave. You don't live with the self, you don't live with God. What people say, bring God into your life. God, to bring God into your life, He is already there, recognize. Bring the truth in your life. What is it, bringing the truth into your life? Already there, recognize. But when the teaching is, I'll help you to bring God into your life. Nobody can bring you God. Nobody can bring you the truth. It's already existing. You are that. So your physical body, what a companion it is. How sweet. Therefore, when the body is, which inevitably one day is going to pass, how many parties you hold? Farewell parties. Think, farewell parties. You had a job in the school, farewell party. Old Boys Association, farewell party. Teachers, farewell party. Students, farewell party. Mother, the girl is going back, going to another house, my boy is going to somewhere else. How many parties you hold? While parting from people, you hold a party. Just a stupid little stuff. Don't you think you should have a huge party in relation to your physical body. Why? This body has helped me such a long time. Don't wait until the body dies. Huh? In fact, it should be a part of a celebration of life. Please, you are very happily, cordially invited to this party where I am going to celebrate the parting with my body after a few years. So everybody is aware. Hey, true. You part from a company, a job, you understand? Your body think. Therefore the wise one, the one who knows himself, na khidyati, he is not affected, anxious, frightened, desperate that this body is going. But with a thanksgiving, oh Mother Earth, you have held it, please take it back. Water, please go to water. Fire, please go to fire. Air, please go to air. Space, please be where you are. This body is no more required. Thank you for giving it to me for as long as I was alive. If you do not grieve the loss of the body, now tell me friends, will you grieve the loss of a football? Will you grieve the loss of a car or a house or something? Understand. Physically, listen carefully, physically, you have already gained the best. What is the best physical gain in this physical universe? What is the best physical gain, material gain in the material physical universe? The body. Not a car, not 10 palaces, not 300,000 acres of land. No. Every other gain is a gain if your body is there. If your body is dead, no physical gain is a no physical gain is a gain. When you are dead, does it matter 3,000 cars and 300,000 acre land you have? Who cares? The best thing you can gain in this physical universe is gaining the physical body, in whose presence every physical gain is meaningful. And what is the worst material loss you can suffer? The loss of the body. You lose a car, you can purchase. You lose a, what is that? Land, you may get it. Even if you don't get it, you survive. The land is gone, so what? But what happens? People don't understand this. And it is not a joke. Your job is gone, people commit suicide. My house is taken away, somebody commits suicide. So your physical body is such a little disposable stuff. Being alive is so cheap that for the sake of a chocolate, for the sake of an inch of land, for the sake of somebody respecting or disrespecting you, you commit suicide. Whoa! Understand. Everybody must be made aware of this. Oh, I was going on the road, he touched me, such a humiliation, I am going to kill myself. So what will happen? Survive and be there to tell the story. I think I told you the other day. When there is a tsunami coming in, from whom you listen to the experience of tsunami? When tsunami was coming, I was watching the TV, you know. This 2011 or 12, you know that 2012, that January, February, that Japanese tsunami. It was televised, live television. With the time is coming, is there just streaming it. You see it is coming, 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 coming. How much you feel? Nothing. The person who stood there, who was there, and somehow he ran away or got into something somewhere or got stuck on something and then he survived. What type of story it's telling? Wow, you are there in that. Yes. What shall you say? Very few people could escape. You survived. Wow. You lived to tell the story. Sometimes situations come in life, you could kill yourself. You wish you could destroy yourself. You wish you could disappear from the surface of the earth. Like Sita talking, oh Mother Earth, please give me way. Ooh, he goes inside. But he will survive to tell the story. So disappointed, so dejected that he killed himself. That's not story of heroism. The story of valor, strength is surviving. Your body is so beautiful. Don't kill it. And when it goes, can't stop it. And the body is going, can you stop it? You're going. Can you stop your youth? You cannot stop. The time, a relentless juggernaut, moving with a tremendous speed, the slowest speed, invisible, imperceptible speed of time. We don't feel the speed, but we are already aging 1.5 hours sitting down here. Think, friends. For you are grateful to this body. So the best thing in the material universe you have gained by gaining this physical body. And the worst material loss you can suffer in this world is loss of the body. Since, listen carefully, since you have already gained the best in this physical universe by gaining the body, what are you looking for a greater gain in this world? Your body is the best gain in the physical universe. Do you understand? No, Swami, you are talking like that, but I don't have a house, I don't have food, I don't have a car. How can you say this is the best gain? Really? So you want to, suppose your body is gone now. Now who will want the house, who will want the car, who will want anything? Your body is finished. What will you do? Having gained the best in the material universe, now go on to yourself, who you are. There's nothing further to gain there in this world. But this body is a beautiful thing. It introduces me to mortality. Body introduces me to the mortality, change. Everything is continuously changing. The body is continuously aging. So when I take myself to the physical body, for some time I enjoy it. Everybody enjoys it. A child enjoying. When you are 15, 16, 17, how do you say? Enjoy it. 20, 21, enjoy it. Then comes the first backache. Oh, I sit down straight, difficult. Oh. So you tie something here, tie something here. Think. Stomach upset, oh. Go to the hospital and say, oh, advanced stage of cancer. The foot is swollen like this, kidney damage. When these things, what happens? Suddenly you know you can't rely on this body anymore. Insecure. Oh my God, I am going to die. And once that fear comes in, will you be interested in what is the lunch tomorrow? Have you seen in cancer ward, in ICU, you understand why that known as ICU? ICU, but you don't see. You understand? In ICU, what happens then? Have you seen anybody giving a menu? You are lying down in hospital, somebody brings some nonsense, some soup, something somewhere. Will you say, what type of thing is this? No. Why? Your body is... So it introduces you to mortality and changes. Happiness doesn't matter anymore. Sensations do not matter anymore. Husbands, wives, people, children, nobody matters. Why? This is going to go. When this first hint of mortality really hits you, oh, relationship collapses. Jobs go. People change. God. I'm like in the waves. Where do I find stability? That's what Rama asked Vasishtha. Kadaham vishrantim neshyami meru shrunga ibambuda. He says, oh teacher, Vasishtha, Rama comes back from the schools and keeps himself locked up in a room, never comes out. Dasaratha is worried. Why this young boy Rama, the prince, never comes out, never enjoys life, living? And he sends Vasishtha to him, the Kula Guru, the family preceptor. And when Vasishtha asks Rama, what happened? Rama says, I have observed few things which really totally takes the enthusiasm for living. I say, but what? See, everything is going to go. What is there to enjoy being a prince or a king? There are people who are greater kings than us, by listening to whose name the whole world was trembling. Where are they? One day it will all go. I want to know what happens after that. Listen carefully. One day it will go. After that what? Hey, don't worry about after 50 years. Till now you live this moment. Yeah, that's right, but it doesn't go away from my system that this will end. After it ends, then, are you getting that point? How many people are aware? How will you sleep in a room where there is a crack on the roof and any time it can collapse? Will you sleep? Huh? Think. You just sleep in the room and you see that the roof is one side up, one side down. Or there is the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Will you like to sleep by the side? Any time suppose it falls. Huh? Why don't you sit down in a precipice? Go to a mountain, just the little stone is there, sit down there. Why? Any time suppose it falls up, suppose it falls up. Do you understand? We are walking on a precipice. Our life is on a precipice. Any moment. Which moment? Any moment. You can die. Please, friends. You can say, next moment, definitely I am going to be alive. You cannot say that. You cannot say that. A heart attack comes, a brain stroke comes, not in days and months, one moment only. Not only the death of the body, death of a relationship can happen just like that. Things can be stolen just like that. It's just a moment. Now you are my friend. Then one day I say, I don't want to be friendly with you. One sentence, your world collapses. I don't love you anymore. I don't want you. Your world collapses. Think, please think. When thus you are introduced to this uncertainty and fragility of life and relationship, Rama says, please tell me, when can I find Vishrantim Nishyami? When shall I find eternal rest, undisturbed, undisturbable? When shall I find that undisturbed peace, undisturbable peace? Like, gives an example, Meru Srunga Ambudaiva, like the clouds on the peak, on the highest peak of the mountain. They settle down there, nowhere to move, with eternity in front. When shall I find that type of rest? Then Vasishtha goes to Dasharatha and says, your son's disappointment is not disappointment. Your son is very perceptive, discriminative. He wants to understand the highest truth of life. I will teach him. And of course, he gives that vision. So with the physical body, we are introduced to the realm of mortality. What a job the body does, eh? And the mind is amazing, because it has the capacity to know, to perceive, recognize changes, mortality. How does this, listen carefully, super, how does this insensate mind, an insensate thought, recognize this? Because you, the consciousness, energizing that. A thought by itself, innocent, unconscious, inert. You must be conscious of it. In whose presence thoughts are energized, in whose presence the body also becomes part of a living, conscious existence. And that is your Vishranti, the rest that is eternity. No day can snatch it, no time can destroy it. No place can take it away. Nothing can cover it. No thought can veil it. No words can describe it. No words can dismiss it. No situation, perceptions of million kinds, a sound, touch, taste, smell. Nothing can dismiss it. Nothing can describe it or grasp it. That is yourself. Now and here, ageless, spaceless, limitless existence. Therefore, kadachit na khidyati. The wise one never at any time grieves in life. There shall be pain. Suppose a wasp comes and stings you, can you say, it's very beautiful? No. There is pain, but that doesn't destroy me. Somebody takes away something. The body grows, molds, changes. Understand? Somebody can deny you something if you are dependent on something. Are you getting that point, please? Unless you depend, you cannot be denied. If you suffer from a sense of denial, oh, they are persecuting me, they are denying me, that means you are dependent. Suppose I shall say, only if this flower is here, I can teach. Just think, I say, if this flower is here, I am going to teach. Then I come first thing, flower. Oh, flower is not there, restless. Have you seen some people? Some cricket fellow, they come like that, look and go. And then first ball, dot and gone. Now Indians are playing fantastic in New Zealand, right? So beautiful. In South Africa, oh, give them some more millions, right? You remember that old joke? Amma has come, that's why I am giving many old things. So sweet. There is no, I was in, it's a long time back, some 10 years back, I was in Australia. It was a real joke. Australian team was that time very strong, no? Very strong. That time Australia, at one time just like Indians are strong. I don't laugh at Indians. It's not that I am laughing at Indians. Other day somebody told me, Swamiji, see these fellows? Waste. I said, don't talk like that. They have won T20, Champion Trophy, World Cup. Now what is more to win? Nothing. Now suppose always they win, why the others should play? These fellows, when they are interviewed, they should say, what else you want to do? We own everything, nothing more to win. Let others win, let us be defeated. We are enjoying being drowns now. That is something. Not that I must always win, others will be always defeated. What type of stupid game is that where you always win? Huh? Anyway, leave that apart. So the Australian, one child, I was in Melbourne, the child said, Swamiji, you want to listen to a joke? I said, yes. So, once the child goes to the school and the teacher asks the child, do you love your father? Do you love your baby? Do you love your father? No, I don't. Why? He beats me. Oh. Do you love your mother? No, she also beats me. What about your teacher? Don't even talk about it. I hate them. Why? They also beat me. So you hate your father, you hate your mother, you hate your teacher. What about your younger brother, sister? Oh, I hate my brother. Why? Bully. My sister is a bully. They also beat me. Then whom do you love in life? I love Indian cricket team. Why? They don't beat anybody. Mother, hitting the pipe. Please. This, you are somebody. I love myself. Why? Nobody can beat me. I don't love this cricket team, that team, this thing, that thing. I love myself. Why? Nobody beats me. Am I the only one? Hey, you are also like that. So this is the club of the winners. Winners club, in which everybody has got free membership. You like it or not, you are the winner. Nothing can beat you. Time cannot beat you. Space cannot beat you. Body cannot beat you. Thoughts cannot beat you. Systems cannot beat you. Nothing. They can't even touch you. But they're going to be beating you. Hey, are you getting that? That's why if you depend on something, you feel denied. If you hold on to something, you feel ditched. Some people are so superstitious, they hold on to something, they forget their favorable glasses, they feel restless. This is the dress I put on every time when I go to an exams. That day that dress is not ready. Finished, I think I am going to fail now. You understand? When I go to, I have to go to the school, the cow and the calf should be there. And look at them, then I go. Suddenly the cow has gone somewhere, calf is somewhere. Finished. The moment you depend, understand, you will deny. But suppose you don't depend on anything, to be yourself who you are, who can beat you? Who can beat you to what? Again, to defeat you, to destroy you, somebody should hold you, catch hold of you, right? They can hold your body. They can grab your land. They can't touch your thought, can they? People who are smuggling gold, they are caught in the Madras now, Chennai. So much of gold, so much of gold. They have smuggled gold. So suppose the government says, nobody, you cannot smuggle gold, you cannot take the gold away from your country, you cannot take your personal wealth from this country. The person who is a top engineer, top doctor, he can smuggle his wisdom with him, no? Can you remove his knowledge, can you remove engineering knowledge from his brain and say go? And if he goes with his knowledge, he makes money wherever he goes. Your happiness, you can smuggle anywhere, everywhere. Your happiness, your fulfillment, you can smuggle anywhere, everywhere. If it is a Swarga, you have to walk there. Suppose this story, Himalayan, what is that, Pandava brothers, they are going to walk to the heavens. That's the story, it's a story, walk to the heavens. One fall off, the other fall off, the other fall off. It was very difficult because you have to reach. Yourself the happiness, call it God. You are never away from it. Nobody can deny it to you. Your happiness you carry with yourself everywhere. Tasmat. Na kidyati, na kadachidasmin jagati, tattvajna antakidyati. Never feels disappointed. As I told you, not to feel disappointed when everything is fine is one thing, but not to feel disappointed when everything is collapsing around. Sometimes it can happen, everything is collapsing around. You touch anything, boom, it goes. Sometimes you touch, boom, it comes like a gold, comes up. Sometimes everything collapses. Simultaneously, as they say, the adversity comes in a group, in a family. It doesn't come alone. Adversity never comes alone. You lost your job, wife is gone. Children are unhappy. Man is gone from your life. Can't have every monthly installment you can't pay, car is taken away. The house is auctioned. Suddenly everything collapsing. Are you getting that point, please? Can you stand that time? Can you survive? Can you survive to tell the story in the big depression? The Great Depression, when everybody collapsed, many business houses were wiped out, I survived. When situations where everything was crumbling, I survived. There are times when thoughts were driving crazy, so many thoughts, I survived. Listen carefully friends, can the storm sweep the space? Take that. Can a storm, however cyclonic, mega force it may generate, can a cyclone, mega cyclone, super cyclone, blow away the space, or it gets blown away in space? It's because the space is formless. If you are a tiny tree or a big tree, boom, you are hit. If there is a whisper of a personality, listen carefully, if there is a whisper of a personality, individuality, I am there, you shall be hit. That is why, please friends, you see these things forever and ever and ever in life. You may not have your breakfast, you may not have your dinner, you may not have your bath, you may not have your car or your house or your friends or your lover, your beloved, your money, but you better be in touch with yourself. Nothing will stand you like you standing up for yourself. Understand? Nothing will stand. When the branch is breaking, how can it hold me? Holding on to the body, you want to cross the ocean of samsara? Shankara says in Vivek Chudamani and laughs. The one who holds on to the body and wants to be immortal is like graham darudhya dhurtva nadim tartum saichati. Beautiful imagery. It's like a man holds on to a crocodile, thinking it's a log of wood, and then sits down on it. Then he says, go. Holds on a crocodile and pedals it to the middle of the river. What happens? The crocodile, oh, you are the breakfast or dinner, whatever time he catches you. You are a breakfast, you can be breakfast, you can be lunch, you can be dinner, depends on the crocodile's mood. Okay? You are dead. Holding on to a crocodile, thinking it's a log of wood, you are dead. No. The crocodile should not be so cruel, Because I thought it is a log of wood, should he eat me? I am innocent. Tell that to crocodile. Once a fellow, if I get back, you call me to crocodile, okay? You tell me that. Who knows I mean? Okay. Just think of it. So once it's an American story. One American tax in IRS service, revenue service, they are very, very powerful fellows, tax fellows, tax dodging, they will come and catch you. So he went to one big ranch. In the ranch, the big fat American, Texan, everything big in Texas. These fellows, the bulls are big, the owner is big, So he goes there and tells him, "Sir, I want to search your house, search your barn, search your everything." He said, "Yes, you do that, but don't go to that side. Don't go to that side. This man, he is the top tax fellow, and you don't tell him don't go somewhere." He said, "What do you mean? I have to go everywhere." He said, "Yes, you go to my house, go look for it, but please don't go the other side." And this fellow was very curious, maybe he is hiding something there only. He said, "No, I'll start from there." "You're all right. You have the power, you go." So this man stood there by his tractor. Instead of going to the house, the fellow went to the other side where he telling him not to go. And in that side, there is one 10 foot long, 6 feet height Brahma bull. And when he goes there, that fellow charges. When he's charging, now this man, imagine the situation. The Brahma bull, a big one, chasing you with a big horn, and with your executive bag on the hand, with a tie and a coat and a dress, and you are running. With what speed? He runs for that. Then he says, "Help, help, help." Then this owner says, "Tell it to the bull." Tell it to the bull. I'm telling you, don't go. So tell it to the crocodile. I'm so innocent. I didn't know that you are a crocodile. I thought you are a log of wood, So leave me this time. It is your job. Holding on to the body, a mortal, changing, dying body. If you want to cross this ocean of samsara, realm of death, you are dreaming. Holding on to a thought, an identity, you want to be infinity, you are dreaming. So it's so difficult. It's not difficult. It's not difficult, stupid as they say. It's the easiest. Just drop it. Just drop it. Oh, very, very difficult. Really? Difficult to drop? Do that again. See my new example. See that, drop it. Ask me. Come on, ask me. Somebody drop the flower. Come on, ask. Tell me. Oh, you really dropped? Okay. Okay, ask me again. Drop it. Drop it. Ask me again. Drop it. Ask me again. Drop it. I'm trying. I'm trying. Now please tell me. When I'm trying, am I trying to drop it or hold it? Are you getting the point? Do you need force to drop it or to hold on to it? Hold on. To drop, what should you do? To drop, what should you do? Just drop. Swamiji, very difficult to get out of this habit of smoking, Very difficult to drop it. Very difficult to get out of this anger, Very difficult to get out of this deception. Very difficult to get out of this, this forgetfulness. Very difficult to remember myself. Very difficult to get out of this idea that I am the body. Very difficult not to identify with thought. Really? Difficult to hold on to it or difficult to drop it? Which one is difficult? What needs effort? Effort is needed to hold on to cigarette, not to drop it. Effort is needed to hold on to an emotion, not to drop it. You cannot drop a relationship. Why? Because you are still dependent on it. One day he or she really offends you, humiliates you. Like a hot potato, you drop it. What happened? Boom. What happened? With that day you said, really, it doesn't work. Boom. Holding on to needs your effort. Dropping something doesn't. The crocodile doesn't have a plan to eat you unless you go there. Are you getting that? The crocodile doesn't have a plan to eat you unless you go there. The body has no plan to deceive you unless you hold on to the body. Your thoughts have no plan to deceive you unless you depend on the thoughts. Children, how do you bribe the children? Baby, come here, so it doesn't come. No. Don't you do that? Hey, nah, the fellow go down. Now if you want to really make him a slave, take it. He comes. Don't give it. Take it. Don't give it. Okay, now suddenly suppose the baby has grown up in a minute. Just imagine a situation. Baby, take it. No, he comes and take it. I don't want it. What happens to you? Suppose the baby takes you next moment. I don't want it. You keep your flower with yourself. What will happen to you? I don't want a thought. If they are fine, not there also excellent. I don't want this wealth. You keep it, you take it. What shall I, you do what you like to do. I have nothing to do with it. Oh my God. That is why renunciation. Tena tyaktena bhunjita magrudha kasya siddhanam. In Ishavasya Upanishad. Ishavasyam idam sarvam yatkincha jagatyam jagat. The whole universe must be seen as the manifestation of one Ishwar, Lord. That one truth alone is existing. Tena tyaktena bhunjita. May you enjoy by renunciation, by giving up the idea that this is mine. This is mine itself is dangerous. This is me, much more dangerous. Are you getting that? This is, you understand? When you say this is mine, do you understand? This simple thing. This machine is not yours. If you say this is mine, what does it mean? You are a thief, right or wrong? Whatever is not yours, if you say it is yours, what does it mean? You are a thief. You pick up somebody's bag and you say this is yours. You are a thief. It's like you pick up somebody's bag and you remove some money and give it to people. Just think of it, suppose you have left me a bag here. You left me a bag here. Then I open the bag and then I see there are 5,000 rupees. Oh, not bad. So I leave it as it is. And then another person comes, sir, can you give some money? How much you give? 1,000 rupees. Take. That is theft. Understand? That is theft or charity. Suppose from your bag you give 1,000 rupees. Is theft or charity? Charity. Because it is yours, you gave. But somebody's you give. If somebody's thing you say is yours, you are a thief, right? This body is not yours. It belongs to the universe. Ishvara. When I say this is mine, that itself is theft. This is me, punishment. Are you getting that? This is mine is theft. This is me is punishment. Ishvara, how beautiful. Thought is mine is theft. Thought is me is punishment. Neither thought is me or mine. Neither body is me or mine. Who I am has no sense of even the I thought. Therefore, na khidyati kutrachit. Nowhere the person is lost. At no time, no place. Na kadachit. So ask yourself that question, please. As I told you, you may not bathe in a day. You may not have food in a day. You may not have the attention of people. But please, never lose sight of yourself. If you hold on to something which is not yours, you are programming yourself to be miserable, punished. Magrudha. Upanishad says, Magrudha, never covet, kasya siddhanam, never covet anybody's wealth, or never covet, kasya siddhanam, whose it is, it's not yours. There is, as you are walking, is there any personal space? This is my space, don't walk into this. What is this? My air, my oxygen. Please breathe your oxygen and please breathe your oxygen. Come on, breathe your oxygen. Right? Breathe your oxygen. How can you be so proud? Your oxygen. Live with that awareness. never covet. Kasyachidana, whose it is. Therefore, tomorrow somebody comes and takes your these pots, sells it to somebody, writes down your property in somebody's name. Magruda, never covet. Kasya, whose it is. Your still attitude is same thing, I'm beautiful. But in a relative world, neither I do that for somebody, nor other person should do that for me. Simple. But even if that happens also, like a government with a law conscripts, takes it away. You may find a gold mine in your land, but it belongs to the government. Sometimes it can happen in life. So anything can be taken away, but not yourself. Therefore, kadachit, no time and no place, the wise man ever grieves. Or in other language, if you grieve and there is a reality, a touch of reality to your grief, understand friends, you being free, nobody puts a condition for you. That a wise man never grieves. Who said that? Wise man always smiles. Who says that? Smiling doesn't make a wise man. You can be wise, smile. Not grieving does a person wise man. You can be wise, you can choose to grieve. If there is a touch of reality, and in the absence of, or in the event of something being taken away, you feel it is snatched, you are denied, you have a sense of emptiness, go back to yourself. That is your home. Close your eyes. Just to be yourself. You don't need any talk. You don't need any thoughts. And your body going to go. You are far away from everything in the world. Thoughts may or may not be there. You are with yourself. You have no dependence on a thought, an idea, a body, an object outside, a game or a ritual. Any name or any form. You are just yourself. It's a gratitude for the universe, a gratitude for your body, to your companion for the longest time. Many companies have gone, many companions have gone from your life. Friends have disappeared, parents, people, they disappear. Your body has been your lone soul companion. So also, some thoughts for some time. But this body and the thought are not companion of consciousness, like the waves are not companion of the ocean. Ocean is wave. Waves are not companion of the water. Water is wave. Thoughts are not a companion of the consciousness. Consciousness is the thoughts, the body, all the forms in this universe. So being there, being yourself, na kadachi, na kutrachi, tattva khidyati. There is no sense of desperation, no moment of fatigue, frustration or helplessness. You are just being yourself. Thank you, friends. Thank you.